Hello, Dr. Blankenship here with you, sitting in, I don't know, not so sunny Eagle, as we get ready to kick off this class on crime control policies. We're going to very quickly, in 3 weeks, examine not only several criminal justice policies, but look at the issue of what works, what doesn't, and why. So to that end, first of all, the requirements of this class. There are 2 writing assignments, the discussion board, and a final exam. If you review the syllabus, most of your questions about the assignments will be addressed. The first writing assignment has to do with a reaction paper to Michelle Alexander's book, The New Jim Crow. You should have that. I sent out emails earlier suggesting you get into reading this. Basically, what I want you to do is to pick 3 issues that you think are relevant to the discussion of the impact of mass incarceration in our society. The prison crisis is one of the biggest issues, and of course it's not just the prison population itself, but it's everything that goes into it: sentencing policies, treatment, lack of treatment, the war on drugs, race. I mean, it is so complicated, so huge. We're not going to do it justice. But anyway, I wanted you to delve into this. I'm not saying that Michelle Alexander is right. I want to raise the issue, what if she is right? So I want you to think about the ramifications of mass incarceration in our society. I think one of the biggest issues, of course, is that we're building a permanent undercaste. And that is, the difference between a caste and a class is you can change classes, perhaps, but a caste, you're more locked in. And so we're adding to this undercaste thousands of people every year. And what are the ramifications of that? So follow the directions and submit a paper on your reaction to the new Jim Crow. The second one is to select a criminal justice policy, one that's not covered in our readings or our discussions, and analyze it in the framework that I have outlined on the syllabus. Again, I want to focus on what works and what doesn't and why, and what are the political ramifications. So, for example, I would suggest you take a narrow one, and we're going to read a little bit about needle exchange programs. But we see that politics intersects with data, and I hope you get a sense of this and then think about your own policy interests, and you can choose anything you want. I suggest, though, that you choose narrow rather than very, very broad, such as the drug war. You can pick a piece of the drug war issue if you like. We'll have a final exam, which will be available via Blackboard, and we'll have discussion questions every day that the class is in operation. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me. I look forward to answering questions and kind of leading the discussion and the discovery through this class. And again, I ask you to keep an open mind. A lot of times, if you hear that these policy discussions are couched in liberal or conservative terms, and what I'm trying to do is dig beyond that and look at the scientific method, the evidence for policies, and what are the political ramifications, because obviously the criminal justice system is infested with politics and tinged with hysteria, to kind of borrow from Justice Stevens' recent writings. So anyway, onward and upward, let's get to work, and I'll see you online.